Laurel Highlands Hiking Trail.
Woo!
Hey guys, thanks for joining me. This is Frozen from Outdoor Adventures, and today, finally going to start the through hike of the Laurel Highlands Hiking Trail. I've been talking about doing this for months, and today it's finally happening. So, without further ado, let's get on the trail, and just walking up, it just got real. So just to give you guys an overview of what I'm trying to do, we're pretty much here at this Route 56 parking lot. Tonight we're gonna walk like 5.5 miles uphill, stay at Route 56 shelter area. Tomorrow I'm gonna get up, do 19.25 miles, that's the long day, and stay at Route 30 shelter. And then the next day we're going to have a fun day. We're gonna go explore Beam Rock's place. Should be a great lookout, especially if the weather report's correct, because it's supposed to be beautiful weather all week. And then we're going to go to Route 31 shelter. The next day we'll be over here at 653. And then finally on Thursday night we'll be at Ohio Pile. And then I got a ride coming to pick me up on Garrett Street in Ohio Pile. I've already signed in, and hey, let's start our adventure. Now, my gear loadout is a little different this time compared to the other videos you've seen. I'm actually going to make a separate video for what I carried on this trip. You can see that video up here if you guys want to check that out. My pack weight right now with you know, all the food and all the water, well, with food and water and fuel that I'm going to need for this week, it comes in at right around 41 pounds. My base weight is actually 25. I checked the weather, and it should be a high of 72 and a low of 41. I think it's raining a little bit. Oh, that's not good. Rain's coming down a little hard now. I'm sure it won't come across on screen, but I'm at least going to put everything on, apparently. Wow, man. Right at the start of the trip. Oh well, what can you do? I got a couple more miles to go to the top of the mountain. Maybe it'll slow down. I don't know. But the other downside is that I don't want to be on top of this mountain with this lightning, or thunder I mean, because obviously that's pretty darn dangerous. So if this doesn't stop by the time we get to the top of the mountain, I might set up the tarp. I'm gonna have to wait this out. It's about 5 o'clock now. Got about 2.25 miles to go to camp, so should be good on time. There we go. Shelter area. Look at that. Tomorrow we will keep heading south. For now, let's go follow the blue blazes now. And here we are. And here's number 5. Perfect. There's home for the night. This is actually really, really nice. I'm impressed. A nice big fire pit. Plus each shelter has chimneys. Camp has officially been set up. I'm now at shelter 4. No one else is here anyway, but I set most of the stuff up at shelter 5, and I was listening and I heard like all this rustling up in the rafters and the roof. Near as I could tell, I mean, it has to be a mouse. I mean, I don't know what else it could be, but I don't want to hear that all night. So, you know, I hopped over to the next shelter and had to move everything. But attached to the women's restroom, they have a whole bunch of batoned wood, you know, undercover. So that helped me immensely. I'm not even sure if I was going to be able to get this fire started if it wasn't for that. So I have a ton of wood down here, and you can see I have the fire going and heating up some water for some ramen. I have this new addition, this cocoon pillow. I'll tell you what, this thing is really comfortable. It's insulated. You can use it on the fuzzy side, or on hotter days you can use it on the vinyl side, whatever you want to call it. Now I know, why aren't you using your clothes bag? Yeah, I know. Well, I like comfort. This is my comfort item. I also have another comfort item which I'll get into in a little bit. but this thing is super comfortable. This is only like 5 ounces, but it packs up really small. The other thing I have is this SanDisk Sansa, which is basically an MP3 player. Using it to listen to audiobooks, to kind of just, sit here, relax, enjoy the fire, and listen to an audiobook. This trip I actually have all the Lord of the Rings books. I'm starting with The Hobbit. So it's nice to get to camp and just veg out and listen to one of these books. I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm actually worried about one thing tonight, because I have all of my food inside of a waterproof stuff sack, still nylon stuff sack. I actually have it hanging on a tree over there, and it's only about, let's just say if a bear wants to get it, it can get it, but it's as high as I could find a tree to hang it on. So, plus the thing wouldn't close all the way with the extra food that I have in tomorrow. Hopefully everything goes according to plan and there isn't a bear eating on my food, because that will be absolutely horrible. So if I make it through tonight, I will find a way higher tree, because I'm a little worried about it. But let's get this ramen going, and I'm gonna settle down for the night and listen to the audiobook. So first day was really good. Day 1 completed, 65 more miles to go. And I'm really looking forward to it. I'm gonna call it a night, and enjoy the fire, enjoy the audiobook, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Good night, guys. Good morning, everybody. It's about 6 o'clock. I wanted to get an early start on the day, so let's try to get up. I could sleep for another 3 hours, though, I think. I love getting an easy fire in the morning. See, the cool thing about day 1 is I'm gonna eat like a king. We got Pop-Tarts, we got coffee, cafe mocha, oatmeal, and as a special treat, I was able to bring some hard-boiled eggs in for night 1. This is gonna be good. There's only one thing that could have made breakfast today better, and that is, of course, bacon. But I didn't bring any bacon. Check out how foggy it is. It's like beautiful. It's in its own eerie sort of way. I'm loving it. It's not raining too hard. Just hard enough that I need rain gear. And it's really cold. Wind's really blowing. It's like someone's turned on the garden hose on sprinkler mode and just shooting it at me. But got my fleece in case I get too cold. This is really neat. Okay, so 62 mile marker, and we're coming on a clearing. It sounds like there's some machinery like right on the road over here. So I'm not sure what this is. Looks like some kind of gas something or other. But I guess there's logging going on. Figure out where the trail is. Hiking trail north. Okay. So where do we go? Okay. Trail north. Must be somewhere over here. Oh yeah, look at the logs. The logging company. Guess they're chopping more wood for me. Not sure where to go here. You gotta be kidding me. I can't even believe it. Wonderful. So, yeah, that's just fabulous. My monopod just broke. That figures, man, I tell you what. Well, I'm gonna do the best I can to film this now. So I can rig something up with some rope maybe when I get to camp or something. I don't know. This thing, 0 out of 10 stars for me. Okay, well, that road was, walked that gravel road for over a mile. At one point I was like, is this the right place? The blazes are like real hard to see because there's the road, and then like over here is like these very faint yellow blazes on the trees. So I guess that's a logging road, near as I can tell. Looks like it's clearing up finally. And trail conditions are actually very, very good. I'm really surprised. So, took a little break, had a Cliff Bar, and I'm pushing. I'm going a little faster now that I'm warmed up. Okay, so the trail's down here, but we're gonna take a lunch break up here, I think. So, good place as any. Yum, yum, yum. I was hungry. Alright. This is kind of cool, this little rock formation stuff. The sun is finally out. I was beginning to wonder if it was ever going to come out. This is really neat. You know, had some ramen for lunch. Now I'm super tired. I'm ready for a nap. But it's like 11 miles to camp still. So we will keep going. I was wondering why that like all this looked dead. I thought there might have been a fire or something through here. I mean, you can see it's just completely annihilated, destroyed. And then I was like, well, wait a minute, there's no burn marks on any of the trees, so it couldn't have been a fire. So I just saw a sign back there that said that this was sprayed by the game lands to promote growth. Basically, it's to kill these ferns right here. Apparently, they provide like no sustenance for any animals, and although they look nice, you know, it is killing basically the habitat of this area. So they sprayed it to get rid of it and to I guess bring bears back to eat me. So that's pretty cool, but looks kind of ugly right now. So like it's really dead looking here. So, but I guess it is a change of scenery because I was getting tired of looking at them ferns myself. Why, hello there. Would you like some crumpets and tea? Props to whoever is maintaining this trail. They're really good at it. I haven't had to step over too many big logs, and they have a sense of humor. I love it. Look, they even have tic-tac-toe pieces. This is great. I love it. Way to raise morale. Alright. I had to cheer myself on a little bit back there. Should pass 3 miles. They were really rough. Real hard terrain. But we are at the shelter area sign. So it's blue blazes again down to the shelter. That is amazing news. Perfect. And we are down here. Oh, that hurt. Alright, well, I'm going to chill for a bit, and then I'm going to set up camp. My feet are in dire need of some air. When you get Gore-Tex boots, you pay the price. You know, they're completely waterproof, but they're not that breathable. So, yeah, let's get some Crocs on. Camp shoe extraordinaire. a cotton ball soaked in petroleum jelly. That's my favorite fire starter. Works almost every time. Let me get this going, and it's actually really chilly here. I think tonight was going to go down to 41. Now the comfort rating on my sleeping bag is actually 41. It's a 35-degree bag, so I'm going to try to make this shelter as hot as I possibly can all night. The best part is, unlike last night where I had to walk a half a mile to get to the wood is literally right there. So this is going to be a good night. Okay, so here we have a bag that I just filled up because there's a pump. There's a water pump over there. Now the water's not potable, so you still have to treat it. But this is the Sawyer Mini system. Okay, so what you do is you fill the bag up, pop your filter on, and you just slowly squeeze the water out, and it filters your water for you. This whole system weighs about 4 ounces. Now compared to my MSR Mini Works, that weighed like, I want to say 14 ounces. And it took up a ton of pack space. So this is definitely a better water solution. Now the only thing that sucks is if you have standing water, it's hard to fill this bag up. You know, this works best if it's like, you know, coming off a small little waterfall or, you know, a pump or something. So what I did was I have this little plastic bottle, and I just cut the bottom off, and you can scoop it and pour it in, and it works fine. I really like it. Since this mountain house is actually the heaviest one, tonight on the menu is rice and chicken. Save weight where I can. So tomorrow is 14.5 miles. Today we covered 18.75 miles. That was a really good day. Covered a lot of mileage, and I'm beat. I really am. I'm really looking forward to tomorrow though, because tomorrow is actually Beam Rock. Sun has set. It's about 7:30. I'll listen to my book and call it a night. Good night, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning, everybody. Last night it was pretty chilly. I definitely hit the lower limit for that bag at 39 degrees. I'll have to check when I get home to see what the actual temperature was, to see what that bag actually could handle. Actually, about 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock I had to get up because I was not shivering, but I was definitely getting a little chilled. Watching the sunrise over the ridge, and eating up some breakfast and some coffee. Pack up, and then we're headed for Beam Rock today, and I am super excited about that. I did want to show you this. This is an example tent site at Route 31. So you got the you got your cooking plates, you got your fire ring, and this spot would actually be really good for a hammock. Both my parents and my girlfriend have a map, I guess, on the wall with the little stick figure guy, and it's a blown up map. It's like 6 to 8 pages long. So they have this long map hanging on the wall, and they have a stick figure guy on a post-it note, you know, cut the size, and they're moving the stick figure guy to where I am. I thought that was kind of cool. It's like a maze, really. That's what it feels like. I swear we just saw this rock from the other side. Probably. At least there's something to look at today. Yesterday was kind of boring as far as the beautiful scenery department goes. It's just ferns. Ferns, ferns, and more ferns. Finally starting to see some streams. It's a good thing. It is shaping up to be a beautiful day. Especially compared to yesterday. There isn't a cloud in the sky. We must be in Forbes Forest now, because I'm starting to see signs for trails other than the Laurel Highlands. Now, there's a couple restrictions camping in Forbes State Forest. It's on the DCNR website. So if you're planning a trip here, make sure you read that. There's tons of trails in this area, so you could definitely make a 2 or 3 day trip out of this. Do all the trails. See Beam Rock, see Wolf Rock. Looks like there's streams in the area too, so I'm having a good time, guys. I really am. Especially knowing that I don't have to hurry up to the next shelter. Be there by 7. Yeah, this would be very good camping. Oh, look, there's a trail over here. Oh, we're gonna go check it out. Just to see if we can see anything. We might not even be able to see anything, but there's a clear trail over here. Well, the video isn't gonna do this justice, but you can kind of see what I'm looking at right now. That is unbelievable. You can see for, oh my God, hundreds of miles. That's crazy. Okay, we just passed mile marker 41. Got a warning sign. Do a little bushwhacking. Wow. Not sure. Oh, there has to be a way up here somewhere. It's got to be a way up. Oh. Wow. I see a sign. Top of rocks. That's awesome. Oh, good. Okay. Oh. Wow. Wow. That's so awesome. So it is a long way down. Very, very long way down. I'll make sure I don't fall here. I'm gonna go back. And we're well above the tree line. Well, we're at the tree line. This is really cool. I bet this looks amazing in the fall when you can just see everything. No leaves and nothing. This is really cool. Wow. You know, story about Beam Rocks. I forget what year it was. It was a couple years ago. But a couple teenagers, I guess, got pretty drunk, came up here. And I think one of them fell off. Well, I know one of them fell off the rock. I'm not sure if it was both of them or not. But someone definitely died here. So, you got to be careful up here. You know, the scenery is beautiful, but it's also deadly at this height. So, got to watch out. Anyway, I stopped for a lunch break. It's only like 11 o'clock, but I'm starving already. And this is as good as any place to stop. So, well, I was gonna clean my pot that I was using for the rice, and I just realized I have absolutely no water left. I don't even know how that's possible. guess I was drinking a lot. So the next stream I guess will fill up, but for now let's get packed up and get out of here. Now I'm worried that my bladder is leaking, and I'm worried because I don't think there is any way in the world that I would have drank 2 liters of water before 11 o'clock. Now I did use a lot for some rice, and I had 20 ounces for Gatorade, but that does not equal 2 liters. So, I mean, I had filtered a full Nalgene bottle and my bladder last night. That's 3 liters of water. So that's 3 liters of water for dinner last night, breakfast this morning, and lunch today, plus my hiking water. It just doesn't add up. So the bladder's empty right now. I just sucked all the air out of it. And as soon as we get to a stream, we're gonna see what's going on here. I mean, maybe I was thirsty today. I don't know. It's a little worried though, but at least I have a backup container if in fact the bladder does have a hole in it. Should be going over the Turnpike Bridge pretty soon. No water yet, 2 miles in. So I've been looking. Want some water? Okay, back on the trail. At that stream was actually mile marker 37, and I'm glad I found that water, because it would have sucked walking all the way to camp without water. I actually filled up all 2 liters of the bladder, tested the integrity of it. It's fine, so must have been really thirsty this morning or something. But I think we're almost at the bridge that goes over the turnpike, so that should be interesting. And then I think after that it's 7 miles to camp. And I have a big hill too I gotta climb before camp. Look at that. That's cool. I wonder, what is this? Oh, it's like a little journal. There, I'll shamelessly plug my YouTube channel. Give Bob Marley back. Alright. Let's be on our way. Guys, we are halfway there. How about that? That feels pretty good. And we're 3 miles away from camp right now too, so it's about, I think last time I looked it was 3:15, so we'll say 3:30. Make an excellent time today. Can't wait to get these boots off and air out the feet though. Well, we have made it to Shelter 5 at Route 31. This camp made me look around for a bit to figure out where the heck my shelter was. When you come in, it says Shelter 4, and I was walking farther and it said 3. I don't know where 1 or 2 is. And I found a couple tent sites with some trails. There's like a dozen trails with intersections everywhere. And I just happened to stumble across 5. I am going to chill out and collect some wood for a long fire tonight, because I'm going to be able to see the stars tonight, and I'm pretty happy about that. I have a semi-decent view. Alright, today is lasagna with meat sauce. I'm boiling already. That was a big mess setting camp up tonight. I went to wash my clothes because it's time to switch the clothes. It's about halfway through the trip. And the way the pump's set up is you pump the handle 25 times. Water comes out of a little like drinking fountain thing into a cup, kind of, like a bowl kind of thing, and then that drains down into the sink. So between the sink and the drinking bowl, that was clogged up, and I couldn't see any way to unclog it. It wasn't just the drain, it was like back in the pipe. So what I had to do was I had to put my pot inside of this bowl, fill it up, pour the pot into the Sawyer mini bags, and then filter the water. So I got about 3 liters of water right now, and it should be good for tomorrow. Yeah, what a pain in the butt. That and the wood here, unlike the other 2 shelters where it was under pavilion by the restrooms, it's not under pavilion, it's just a big pile. So it took me a while and lots of twigs and sticks to get the wood dry enough to be able to have a fire. And you can just hear it sizzling the water out. Wow. Anyway, I am going to call it a night soon. I'm not tired yet, but camp is set up, and listen to my audiobook. Tomorrow we're doing 13 miles, and we're going to Route 653, and that should be pretty cool. I need to rest my feet today, because I'm sure the terrain is going to be just as rocky as it was today. So with that, good night, guys, and I will see you in the morning. And we're over halfway there. That's the cool part. Good morning, everybody. Today is day 4, I think. Starting to lose track. And I don't know what's going on, maybe on Route 31, but there was construction vehicles working all night. Like, they would have that, the sound that the trucks make when they back up, that beep, beep. Oh, it was so annoying. But I actually had to take sleeping pills at like midnight because I couldn't. Every time the truck would back up, it would wake me up. It was terrible. But it also sounds like someone left a vacuum cleaner on all night down the road here. And they sound pretty darn close to my shelter area. And this is a big place as far as shelter areas are concerned. But the sun's just rising. Heat myself up. It's really chilly today. Finish my coffee, pack up, and we're getting on the road. We're going to Route 653 today. It's only 13 miles. There's some elevation gain today. I'm ready. I'm good to go. My feet, they hurt a little bit. I think I got a blister on my little toe, but I'm gonna put some anti-chafe cream on it, and should be good to roll. So I think I've solved the mystery of how I drank 2 liters before 11:30 yesterday. So in the shelters, there's a hook that you hang your pack on to get it up off the ground, get it out of the way. And I'm thinking that this nozzle was squeezed and, like against the wall or something. And I'm thinking the water was slowly draining out of the bladder the other night. So that tells me, at least, that I didn't actually drink that much, first of all. But man, yesterday I was real worried that there was a hole at the bottom. My sleeping bag was going to be soaked, and I wasn't going to have a good night at all. But at least that's solved. And the only reason, I noticed that once I hung my bag up in the shelter, that this thing was getting pinched by the wall in the bag, and it was starting to trickle out. So, mystery solved. Well, hopefully I'm not jinxing anything by what I'm about to tell you, but the trail is really, really nice and smooth today. It's also another beautiful day. Not a cloud in the sky, the sun's shining. It's gonna be awesome. Really having fun. I don't know how many times I could say that. It's gonna be a beautiful day, I think. I think we're heading to mile marker 18 today. That's Route 653 shelter. Staying in number 5 again. I hope it's a bit easier to start a fire tonight than it was last night. I mean, it started fine, but it wasn't burning hot at all because the wood was so wet. And you know, so far this is my favorite day because the way the sun's shining, it's just lighting everything up, and all the colors are looking completely vibrant, and it's very beautiful here. 30 miles to go. Well, we've arrived at Seven Springs. Pretty cool. Got to be getting close to the highest point now. Welcome to Seven Springs Mountain Resort. Ooh, a bed would be great. Alright. We're going this way, I think. One of the coolest parts of the trip is being up here. There's nobody here. How you doing? Wow. Well, we're still walking around the lake. Actually, one of the signs was down, and I started walking toward the ski slope, but I didn't see any signs, so I turned back. I saw the sign for the LHHT laying in the brush. Sorry about the wind noise. Beautiful little lake, or reservoir, or whatever this is. At this point, I'm at the highest point of the Laurel Highlands Hiking Trail, so it only goes downhill from here. Really? Oh, this would be great if this thing works. Let's see. Man, that's really lucky that that potable water source was right on the trail. Filled up the Nalgene for lunch, which we're going to be stopping in a little bit at the bottom of this hill. I also got a chance to wash all of my clothes. So I just saved time trying to wash stuff at camp, you know, just in case that pump doesn't work correctly. Anyway, we're going to be stopping for lunch at the bottom of this hill. It's ramen today. Oh boy. Heating up some ramen noodles right now. Lunch of champions. I'd say they're pretty done. Nice rock too. Perfect. Ugh. Even ramen tastes good when you're tired. I love it. Well, I'm going to finish these up, and then we have 7 miles to camp, and I think I'm going to double time it, or go as fast as I can at least. And I want to get to camp early. It's like 12:45 now. I'm thinking we can make it in maybe 3 hours. So put us in around 4 o'clock with breaks. So we'll get to it. Video isn't going to do it justice. That is an amazing view. You know, this may be a better view than Ohio Pile. And that's just amazing. I'm like speechless right now. It's amazing. Wow, these are some old graves. Can't even make out the date. Wow. Wow, that's crazy. This graveyard is right near mile marker 19. So, and it looks like this might be Route 653. I'm not sure. We're pretty close to camp. Got about a little over a mile to go. I was sworn I just saw Bigfoot. I guess not. I think we're almost to camp. Going down a really steep hill right now. Obviously, you can tell that though. Wow. So we should be rolling into camp soon. Here we are. Alright guys, everything's a mess. Just getting set up now. We've got a fire going. I mean, look, you got a view of the rocks up there. You probably can't really see them. And you have the tent site right over there behind the shelter. It is a beautiful shelter. Now, the wood is a little far away here, but not a big deal. Gonna have a nice fire tonight. And stay warm, more importantly. And I'm gonna get enough wood to last all night. Well guys, that was a really good day. I saw some incredible views. And I hope they're coming across half as good on camera as I saw them in person. And the Seven Springs is absolutely amazing. You know, right now I could just keep going, but I'm running out of food. You know, it will be nice to get back to civilization in a couple days, but I'm really having a good time out here doing my thing. I'll chill for the rest of the night. You know the drill. I'll see you tomorrow morning.
Good morning, everybody. I have no idea why I'm awake right now, but it's really early. It's 5:50 in the morning. The fire is still going, which is good. It was pretty toasty last night, actually. And got 12 miles today. And I need some coffee.
Today is the last full day of the trip. Going 12 miles into Ohio Pile, where we will be spending our last night. It is Thursday, I think. Starting to lose track of the days here. And didn't really sleep that well last night. I still got probably about 6 hours of sleep on and off. And I just kept waking up. I don't know why. But the good thing about that is I was toasty warm because I kept the fire going all night. And I still had 3 or 4 logs left over that I put it under the shelter floors. Man, I wish we would get past the logging, because it's not very scenic. I mean, that side's beautiful, but maybe I should move you guys over here. There we go. Look how beautiful that is. Let's see what my Cliff Bar challenge of the day is. Oh, hit the trail. That sounds like a great idea. Well, we are officially in the single digits. Mile marker 9, guys. Here we are. Here's my view before we start heading down. That's beautiful. I really wish there was a way to make it come across like how I'm seeing it. But that's amazing. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have begun my descent. We're still going down. I can see the shelters way down there. So we got to be getting close. Oh, yeah, here's a sign. Okay, good. Alright, shelter area. I'm staying in shelter 5, but shelter 5 is way down there. And it's really far away from the wood pile. So I'm going to take 3 unless somebody shows up and fights me for it. But it appears that I'm the only one here, at least for now. Plus there's 1 and 2 down there that they can choose. I don't see anybody coming here tonight. Anyway, so let's get camp set up and let's prepare for our last night. Well guys, you know, this was an amazing adventure for me, and it's just about over. Tonight's my last night, and I guess I'm ready to get back to the real world. It's going to be a little strange tomorrow night, not having to worry about, you know, getting enough firewood to last all night, you know, getting your water for the next day, rehydrating a meal, planning your meal for the next day. You know, people used to live harder than this every day, and people are now just, you know, they're forgetting to go outdoors, and it's a real shame. Most people will never experience the adventure that I had this week, and you know, that's really sad. And I had a blast. I had a great time, and you know, I couldn't have asked for better weather. I mean, it only rained, you know, the first day, and then the afternoon of the second day, and that was it. It's been clear blue skies the entire time. It may have been a little chilly at times, but hey, I'm not complaining. So, with that, I have saved the best meal for last. Beef stroganoff. I've been saving this the entire week for my last day in kind of a celebration. I don't know. I don't have any liquor, or else I'd be doing that. Oh, I can't wait. Just charging up my devices. This thing I highly recommend. I've talked about this before in another video. This Anchor 12,000 milliamps, or whatever, however you say that. This thing is great. It lasts me a week. You can see the battery. It's at about, I'd say about 35%, and that's after charging all my devices for a week, including camera batteries. It's pretty nice, guys. I definitely recommend it. Man, I had a great trip. I can't tell you guys that enough. I feel like I've kind of grown as a person because of this. And no complaints except for, you know, the normal, you know, oh my feet hurt kind of stuff. So, you know the drill. I'm gonna chill by the fire. I'm gonna relax. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for our last day. Good night, guys. Good morning, everybody. It is day 6, and today I'm hiking out of here. I'm back on the Laurel Highlands Hiking Trail for 6.2 miles. And you know what's pretty amazing? It is another beautiful day where there's just practically no clouds in the sky and the sun's just coming out. So, I'll tell you what, I couldn't have asked for better weather. I know I've been saying it a lot, but I'm real happy this morning, guys, and it's gonna feel great getting this completed and getting off the trail. And wow, we got some views today. of the Youghiogheny River. We're going to be doing some elevation gain, some elevation loss. Be climbing up some hills, climbing down some hills, and it's going to be rough. It's about 7:20 right now. My ride comes at 10 o'clock. I'm hoping to be out by 9:45, but we shall see. I am kind of tired today. The coffee hasn't kicked in yet. It's a lot of elevation gain. I'm just glad the sun's not up to full yet. Oh well. Keep on keeping on, right? Man, that's a hill and a half. Holy cow. Oh, top of the first peak. This is definitely rough. That's beautiful. Just a little bit of fog this morning too. Oh. You know, it's really starting to hit me just how far across the state that I've walked. Like 70 miles? That's a lot. There's a train down there. Two more miles. Still heading downhill. Way downhill. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm on the last mile. Oh man, does that feel good. Yes! I did it, guys. Oh, that's awesome. Oh. Well, guys, what an amazing adventure. 6 days and 5 nights on the Laurel Highlands Hiking Trail. Learned a lot about myself, a lot about my gear, and a lot about organization. If you have any questions about the Laurel Highlands Hiking Trail or any of the gear or any of the shelters you've seen in this video, don't hesitate to ask. You can comment below on this video and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Be expecting a lot of reviews after this for my gear. And it was one hell of a journey, I'll tell you what. The first day, it became so real to me that I had 70 miles to go. And stepping off that trail just then, that was an awesome feeling. I can't even begin to describe it. I'm on the trailhead that leads out to the parking lot. My ride's waiting on me. And let's see. Right on time. It's 10 o'clock. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this adventure as much as I did. And I want to thank you guys all for joining me. It's always a pleasure. And I enjoy filming this for you guys. And hope that you can share some experiences with me. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I'm always posting new adventures and gear reviews and information about hiking and camping, tips and whatnot. Also like me on Facebook and feel free to message me at any time. This is Frozen from Outdoor Adventures. Thanks for joining me. And remember, be smart, stay safe, and I'll see you on the trail.